It's free. It feels good. You know, it's fun. It's like if you've ever it's kind of like giving gifts at Christmas. It's better to give than to receive, and it's amazing to me today, like how good it can feel just to have a slap on the back and say it's a good job, Kevin.
I think everybody deserves to be recognized for something they've done. Everybody's done something within Bankers Trust to be recognized. And sometimes I feel like people are like, oh, I just did this. It's just my job.
It's just, I think it's human nature for us to want to be patted on the back and say, hey, you're doing a really good job.
So you can feel appreciated, to get that motivation for them wanting to come back to work and wanting to, do a good job and push harder.
Makes us do our job better. Makes us realize that we are an asset to the company, that we are needed, that we are wanted, that you really see what we're doing for the company.
Walk a day in my shoes. How did it feel? I like being recognized, so I think it's important to remember that employees like to be recognized as well. But as a past manager, I also know that this employee likes to be recognized differently than this employee. And understanding the differences, I think, is probably the most important. It goes back down to the communication piece, is getting to know your employee.
And too, that's part of us as managers to make sure we are really getting to know our employees and knowing what they're doing good and what they're doing bad. So I really think that. And treating them more like your family versus just your employee or worker. I think you really just need to get to know everybody as an individual.
It's just the way we were recognized. Like I said, it's just for doing our job, but it's the fact that we went above and beyond, and they realized that, and who I guess responded to that in the way they did.
I think too, our culture is you can do 100 things right, and the one time you do something wrong, that's what you remember. So it's hard to get away from that.
There's a quote that says nothing succeeds like reports of success. Everybody wants to be told they're good at something. No one likes to be bad at something. So by getting recognition, they know, hey, all right, I did good. I mean, that made me feel good. It carries on. It's contagious. Other people say, well, hey, I'd like to be recognized. What do I have to do? Well, work hard, you can get it done.
Be acknowledged. And I think people like to know that they're here to contribute as well. It's not just one group or the other group.
Everybody has to remember that it takes everybody within the bank to make things run smoothly. So it takes retail, it takes operations, it takes trust, it takes private banking. We are an entire company, so we need to be, I guess, recognized in the entirety of us.